The reason I brought the ladies here is because they've been behaving a lot like monkeys lately. And it's good. When you get up to shit happens.
Please, Lord, can we just have some form of peace, calmness at this dinner table?
Lies. Sane is a compulsive liar. Like,
or something.
I would like to see you try. That's the Mambusi vibe. So
Jojo has zero accountability. She's not even a fully grown adult.
The lies these housewives are telling. Hey, I have never seen this one before. Like the way they comfortably tell lies, you'll be imagining what exactly is going on here. And the worst part is that right now, we can't even tell who is lying and who is not lying, because all of them are behaving like they're having amnesia. Like, how can you tell somebody this and then the person is coming out to say, okay, you said this, and you're denying it, or the other person is saying, no, I never said anything like that, or you did not hear me well, or maybe you're suffering from amnesia. Like, what exactly is happening? Housewives of Durban. This one has passed my power. Like, the lies. Even the devil himself will be wondering where these women learned these lies from. What even baffles me the most is still how they are comfortable with putting out these lies and then pretending like they never said any of this. Or is someone framing the other person? I don't even understand. Like, please, can someone please help me understand what's going on in the Housewives of Durban? Because so many things are going on. So many things are happening. Hey, and please, what is Ryan still doing on this show? I've asked this question several times. If is Ryan a housewife, I don't get it. This guy shouldn't be on the show. I think it's time for him to leave. I don't know why the producers are still leaving him on the show. So welcome to my YouTube channel. How you all doing? Hope you're doing great and hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's talk about what's going on in the Housewives of Durban.
Do we know who's invited us on this trip, by the way?
no, do you?
No.
To watch out for that. And the tears.
And the fake tears.
When you look up Jojo in the dictionary, you will see hit, run, and cry. Definition.
So from last week, we saw that Slee wants to host the ladies. She actually wants the ladies to travel for a vacation, and then she now has to go and meet Sorisha, telling Sorisha that, oh, please, can you help me talk to the ladies that there'll be a trip? Because if she tells the ladies this, some of the ladies will not want to come for the trip. So she just wants all the ladies to come so that it will be like a better opportunity for them to reconcile all the misunderstandings they've had, and also for this trip to be like a smooth one. Bear in mind that the last trip that was organized by Jojo was actually a flop, so she's trying to make this trip more like a makeup for what happened in the last trip. So she now told Sorisha to do that.
This is my trip, you guys. And I thought Sorisha must just be the one who invites you, because if I had, I know some of you were not going to come.
If Jojo wouldn't have gotten so
the ladies have arrived at the destination, which is Pezula Resort, and all of them came. They arrived in 3 different buses. We see them in their various groups. The first group we have is Nonku, Annie, Nonku, Jojo, and Ryan. The second group we have is Maria, Sorisha, and Annie. Then the last group we now have is Slee, Mbali, and Sani. So they came in 3 different buses. They came by air and then decided to come by road to the destination. So on arriving, some of the housewives had 1 or 2 things to say concerning the reception. They were happy about the reception. Someone like Jojo said that the trip was very long. She should have preferred that they had gone to Seychelles because it was almost the same distance for them to have arrived there. Jojo also had a complaint too, saying, oh, there was no gifts for them, that when they arrived, they didn't give them any gifts. Although she actually said that the room was nice, the whole ambience was nice, but for them not to have given them gifts, she was not so happy with that. She called her husband, telling her husband what was going on, that now she doesn't even know who is actually hosting the ladies. But bear in mind, I forgot to actually chip this in Sorisha's vehicle. Sorisha actually revealed to Annie and Maria that Slee was actually the one organizing the trip, because she believes, Sorisha in her confession, she believes that Annie and Maria are all good friends to Slee, so there was no need hiding things. So they now arrived, everybody went to their various rooms, and then we now see that Nonku actually upgraded her room. I don't understand why she upgraded her room, but at the same time, there are two ways to this thing. Yes, she has the money, she wants her comfortability, so she's trying to upgrade it. But another thing again is, why are you upgrading it? Are you just trying to show us that, okay, you have the money, you want to, and well, I don't know, thank God she did not know it was Slee that was organizing the trip. Maybe if she had known, that would have been like, we would have been seeing it like, okay, because she knew it is Slee, that's why she wanted to just show Slee that she's a higher person than her. But well, she did not know as at the time she upgraded the room who was actually the one sponsoring the trip.
Oh my gosh, what's happening to your voice, babe?
It's going.
I was going to invite you to my suite because I upgraded. So heard.
So while on the trip, the ladies actually had conversations in their various buses about Jojo's accountability. So some of them, most of them actually found it wrong that Jojo is one person that is not accountable to anything she says. Like, she does things anyhow she does and anyhow she wants. And when she's being called out, she doesn't even want to take accountability for what she has done. She's always trying to beat about the bush and all of that. She never wants to apologize, because the ladies actually feel like Jojo deserves to give them an apology. They begin to say that, oh, anytime Jojo is found wrong, she begins to cry, she begins to actually try to hide under her husband, and their whole conversation was really very funny. I'm going to put clips so that you see what the housewives, each and all the housewives, had to say. But meanwhile, on Jojo's boss, Jojo and Nonku were actually, they were very confident with themselves, like, oh, they don't expect her, that's Jojo, to actually apologize to the ladies, that after all she was trying to protect her mental space and all of that. Well, that one came and it passed. Then we now see Maria actually inviting Ryan to actually have a conversation with him based on their friendship. Bear in mind that from last week, Ryan and Maria they didn't even talk to themselves like that. You know, when you're friends with somebody and all of a sudden you now see that cold shoulder. So she had to call Ryan, like, what's the problem? We've been friends for years and I've noticed now that you are very strained, like you act so cold when it comes to what exactly is the problem. Ryan goes ahead to say, you know, I love you.
And I think we need to watch out for that.
And the tears.
And the fake tears.
Yeah, the storming off. I call it the hit, run, and cry.
So when you look up Jojo in the dictionary, you will see hit, run, and cry. Definition.
That was how that particular, they shall hug themselves out and everything went like that. Then the next thing we are seeing is that Slee is actually inviting the girls to the monkey land. So when they got to a place where monkeys, just monkey land based on the name, so all of them were excited, some of them were not excited, but you know, ladies, you can never please all of them, so they kept going into the forest, I'll say it, I don't know what to call that place. So they just kept going in, they were enjoying the view and all of that. At a point in time, one of the monkeys actually pulled on Nonku's one of the monkeys actually excreted on Nonku's hair. I love the fact that Nonku actually saw the positivity in every situation. So she kind of saw it like, out of all the ladies that were here, the monkey actually saw only my hair to pull. That means she's, how did she say it? That means she's like the chosen one. She's like the chosen one. Meanwhile, the other ladies such as Slee, who else again had Slee? I think Slee and Maria actually saw it as, oh, because you're a shitty person, that is why the monkey actually chose you and shot and excreted on your hair. But
so they say with animals, they can pick up energies. So is in cow this can be my toilet. Why not I do number 2?
But Nonku actually saw the positive out of even the negative. I really love that. So while others were climbing the heights thing, we see Nonku trying to have a conversation with Ryan, basically trying to tell him that, oh, she feels that Ryan has to man up. Like, she can see that Ryan is actually a soft person, but she feels that she should man up and stand up for, and he should stand up for his friends. Not when they're talking about his friends, he's not saying anything, he's just being softy and all of that. Next thing is that we're seeing Ryan break down. Like, why are you breaking down exactly? They said you should man up, you should stand up, you should hold your balls and stand up well. And then you're now crying for what? See, at this point I'm actually tired of seeing that guy on this show, because he's not even giving me anything relevant. He's just there occupying space. I don't just know. Please let me know in the comment section what you think about Ryan. Do you think, are you still, what is he giving you on this show? Please let me know in the comment section.
All the girls, Sikona Sonkela, we're all standing here, and this monkey decides to pull me not once, not twice, like multiple times. That is definitely a blessing. God is saying something. I am the chosen one.
When you get up to shit happens.
Trying to find out from Mbali if she's married or if she's in a relationship, because the first time they met Mbali, she was actually wearing a wedding band. So they are like, what's up with you? Are you married? Are you engaged? But for some reasons, for some weird reasons, we see Mbali trying to avoid that question. I do not know why. I know some episodes ago she actually showed us the guy she was dating. Although the guy is younger than her, the guy is an artist, she wasn't so sure if she was going to continue with the guy. Also, from last week again, we saw her going to talk to her brothers. That's Mbali going to talk to her brothers to reconcile with her mother, so that she introducing her boyfriend or her fiance now will make things easy. So now I do not understand why she was feeling so weird, so uncomfortable answering that question. But trust Sane. Now Sane is like the BBC. Like, she has everybody's story in her palms, both the ones that are true plus the ones that are lie. She has it, everything here. She always has an opinion in everybody's situation. She now goes ahead and say, oh, I saw you the other day with one guy like that. I don't know whether it was dreads, whether it was Mbali just told her, just calm down. So she didn't really give a straight answer whether she's married, whether she's engaged and all that. So when the ladies left, Sane now dragged her back and asked Mbali, I know what you're doing. I know your guy. I know what's up with you. And I was just wondering what exactly was going on there. So that was the end of the monkey.
Because I know the first time I saw you, you were wearing your wedding ring. Yes. Strange, ngoba eqala siqala ukumbona uyena wasukela wasitshela ukuthi engaged. So as friends, we would want to know what the plans are.
And the next thing is that we're seeing Slee, who is the organizer of the show, invite the ladies for just an outing. So she arrives first as a host, which I applaud very well, because I've noticed in this Housewives, not just Housewives of Durban, like someone will be hosting a show and will not even be the first to arrive. Like, you're supposed to be the first to arrive to welcome all the ladies. So I give it to Slee for actually keeping to her time. So she arrived first, she sat down. Next person that came in was Nonku. It was so weird, like leaving Slee and Nonku together. Then Slee goes ahead to say hi, and then Nonku says hi. So it was just so uncomfortable. We could see Slee trying to have a like, she was trying to gather herself together, like, okay, how do I start this conversation? So she now goes ahead to say, Nonku, I want to have a conversation with you. The other day, Mbali was telling me that you said I am broke and I get to borrow things from you. First and foremost, is there any day I told you that I was rich? And Nonku on her own part was like, I'm tired of having these conversations with the wives. I'm tired of always defending myself. I'm not going to say anything about this. So they just kept having that whole conversation. Then during her confessionals, Slee's confessionals, she said that it's really amazing that such will come out from this gossip will actually come out, because she knows that she has never said she's rich, one. Two, she has never borrowed anything from Nonku, but it's actually Nonku that comes to take things from her. So if
Mbali, that I'm broke and that I borrow your things or something like that. Engifuna ukubuza kulokho ukuthi ngake yini kwena ngathi ngi-rich nemali.
It's actually very surprising that this is actually happening. So the other ladies come in, Jojo and Ryan comes in, and then because Nonku has seen that her people are here, and she now decides to bring up the conversation that before you came in, I was actually having a conversation with Slee that she Nonku said that Slee gets to borrow things from her and all of that. And then Jojo now says, well, for my own end, Nonku has never told me anything like, so I don't think this is true.
I find this really funny. I don't borrow things from Nonku. I've never borrowed anything, Yaga Nonku. If anything, she's borrowed stuff from me.
So while they were having that conversation, other ladies came in and started having conversations, like welcome themselves, and then sat down. Then we now see Slee hits the tumbler and goes ahead say, oh, the queen is here, so I want to tell you guys that I'm actually the one hosting this vacation. I actually do not want to tell people about this vacation because I know if I had said so, some of you would not have come. Some people would not have come. People like Sorisha would not have come. Jojo will not have come. Ryan will not have come. Ryan did not because that was not my business. But Sorisha and Jojo would not have come. So they now in their confessionals, Ryan said something like, "Oh, he knows that Jojo will not have come, and he will not have come." Sorisha too was like, she gave that face like, "So you even know I will not even come." So the whole conversation, they now settled that. Ended. Then later on we now see Slee saying that she doesn't understand what's going on here, that the table looks awkward, the conversations are awkward, is one-sided and all of that.
I like the energy on this table. Honestly, you guys are boring. Like, what's going on? Can we at least try to engage? And you want us to pretend? No, not pretend. It's going to be pretense because we're not speaking to each other.
And then the whole conversation just started again. We now see, hey God. Hey, we now see Sorisha. Sorisha is a troublemaker. Sorisha now goes ahead to ask Jojo. Jojo, have you ever had Sunny's contacts before? Have you ever had her number before? Okay, I think even before now, we see Mbali. It's Mbali that started this shaking of tables. So we see Mbali now saying, Nonku, can you explain to me what you meant by Mabushi vibes? And what exactly do you mean by Mabushi? What exactly do you mean by I'm giving you Mabushi vibes? And then Nonku goes ahead to explain herself, like, see, I even told you this thing about Mabushi vibes before. Like, I spoke to you about, like, you were giving me Mabushi vibes. So why are you now pretending like you're just hearing it for the first time? And then Mbali says, I've never heard this. You've never told this to me in my face. I'm not suffering from amnesia. So when exactly did you tell me that I'm giving you Mabushi vibes, and what exactly is the Mabushi vibes?
Answer me, what is Mabushi vibes? You are not cool.
We were cool.
No.
Oh my God.
You can't say things about me. No.
And then she was just talking. Mbali was just talking. She didn't even allow Nonku to say anything. So see, there are two things to this thing. We know when someone is very defensive, and not giving the other person a chance to talk, then that person is not saying the truth. So right now, the thing is that I'm actually tired of these women, because right now you don't know who is saying the truth and who is not saying the truth. Yes, I know that what's her name, Nonku, there's actually a video to it. She was actually talking to Jojo and I think Maria that before she met Mbali was actually giving her Mabushi vibes. Yes, I know she said it. But the way Mbali was now going about it, like, what do you mean by Mabushi vibes? How am I giving you Mabushi vibes? She didn't even give Nonku the opportunity to even explain what she meant by Mabushi vibes. She now says, I'm not like, Mbali now goes ahead to say, don't even joke with me. I don't like what you do. You gossip here and there, but don't ever you gossip about me.
I've been defending you like when this is better.
That is how you go around telling other housewives that Slee is broke, Slee gets to borrow things from you and all of that. Like, she just kept ranting. Then she now goes ahead and say, if you do anyhow here, I will beat you. Like, I really want to beat you, so just give me the opportunity to beat you. Then during Nonku's confession, she said, exactly, that's the Mabushi vibes I'm talking about.
That's the Mabushi vibes. So trap. That's exactly what I meant.
So please, let me know what exactly Mabushi vibes is. Is Mabushi vibes more like a tout behavior? Let me know in the comment section, because I know from one comment I saw, someone was saying, oh, that Mabushi is actually one of the housewives, which I don't, it doesn't really add up, sha. So let me know in the question what Mabushi vibes is actually. Like the way she's like, I will beat you, just give me an opportunity to beat you, so that when I finish beating you, you know not to talk about me again. Hey, I said, Mbali, baby, calm down, baby, just calm down, baby. Then next thing is that we're seeing Sorisha now bring up the conversation with Jojo, how far? Jojo, have you ever spoken with Sane behind, like, have you ever had a communication with Sane? And Jojo is like, no, I've never had a conversation with Sane, we've never spoken and all that. And then Sorisha now goes ahead to say, I don't understand how you will be lying to such things. Meanwhile, we have receipts of the chat you had with Sane. So why exactly are you lying? Like, even with myself, I was just imagining why the lies. Like, Nonku and Jojo, why exactly are you girls lying, or are you women lying? Well, it makes no sense. They actually proves to show receipts to show that you ladies have been lying. So why exactly are you lying? Why can't you say things and own up to the shit you said? Why are you now being afraid of owning up to your shit? Like, it makes no sense at all. Jojo, you sent messages to Sane. We can see messages here, or someone took your phone and sent messages to Sane.
Were you in contact with Sane during all the time we were hating on her?
No, I never had her number until the other day after the holiday.
Oh, the other day.
You even denied not having her contacts. Now you deny not having the message. Ha, girl, can you all grow up, please? So after that conversation, we now see Nonku. You know, when the kitchen is too hot for you, when you start to fight that you cannot finish, the best way to walk away is to just walk away. So we now see Nonku and Jojo and Ryan actually stand up and then they leave. Then trust Jojo that to always end up crying, to always start acting like the victim when she has been caught red-handed. And I hate that behavior. It's really, really disgusting. We now see her trying to say, oh, that she doesn't know why they hate her, why they dislike her. Well, people that can tolerate her excesses were there to tolerate her excesses. That is in persons of Nonku and Ryan. All other housewives, they kind of had fun having their drinks and eating. They also brought out the chats of what Jojo said on the group chat concerning Sane. So it was really very, very, very weird when these housewives were behaving like this. Like, why are you lying? Why are you lying?
We sit here and we're saying, Jojo, we've seen the SMSs that you sent Sane and vice versa. Jojo is still denying it. So, like, what does it take?
Jojo has zero accountability. She's not even a fully grown adult.
Bye, guys. At least we can have dinner. Thank you. Bye. Perfect.
Last thing for today is we now see Annie going to actually meet Jojo to actually find out what exactly is going on. Bear in mind that Jojo and Annie have been very good friends, so she now has to go and meet Jojo, like, what exactly is going on. Why are you taking things out of proportion? Why can't you be accountable for some of the things you do? And that conversation did not just end up well at all, because they just called themselves, started calling themselves names and all of that. So at the end of the day, he ended there. We now see both of them break down. Annie broke down and was really disappointed.
So you and I don't want to hear about Sane. Sane should happen after what I feel like broke up this friendship. And what broke up this friendship was the absolute disrespect. It was disrespect. You disrespected me. You disrespected me. No, I didn't.
They said she actually invested so much in this friendship, so she did not expect what was going on at this point in time. And the thing is that Jojo has so much to learn. She has so much to learn and unlearn. Each time a conversation is brought up, she always tries to bring up people's conversation, so that you get to forget her own conversation. And that was what Annie was trying to say. First and foremost, she brought out Sane's conversation. Annie said, I have no business. You should know by now that I have no business with Sane. I don't like Sane. I don't just want to talk about Sane. She now, Jojo realized that, oh, okay, Annie is not going to talk about Sane. She now brought out Nonku, that why don't you like Nonku? And she's like, Annie goes ahead and says, I don't like Nonku. I am here for you, Annie. Let us have this. I'm here for you, Jojo. Let us have this conversation, actually clarify things. Let us sort out what's going on. And then we now see Jojo now, always trying to be very, very defensive, never being accountable for anything, always thinking she's right, and all of that was just what was going on. They did not come to a conclusion. They actually spoiled things that were better before, at least manageable before. Right now everything has been spoiled. Annie was really pissed and had to call Sorisha to talk about it, and that was where it ended. Next week is gonna be hot, because from what I am seeing, we are not yet ready. People are not yet ready for what this housewives are about to give to us. I don't know. I think next week might actually be the finale, but let's see how it goes. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this week's episode of the Housewives of Durban. Did you enjoy it? Who do you think is the liar? Who do you think is lying? Who do you think is the lioness of this show? We actually thought Sanye was a liar, but right now I think there are bigger liars here. So let me know in the comment section what you think. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.